Gundam Evolution ends in about a week. How is it going, everyone? It's Kate Lumity here. And while Gundam Evolution is still here, I wanted to talk about my top 5 favorite mobile suits to use in Gundam Evolution. I've been playing Gundam Evolution really just since this year. It hasn't really been around much longer than just this year. So I've been playing this year. I've enjoyed what I've played of it. But there's just a few suits that stick out that I really do love playing as. And I'm going to try to go in order. This is my top 5 list. So let's go ahead and jump in with number 5. Number 5, I'm going to pick the Azabi. I love the Azabi. First things first, it's bigger than every other suit. You just feel like an absolute tank in this thing. You have that shield that really blocks a lot of damage. You can absorb so much damage. And when you are collecting, or when you are trying to steal, or when you're trying to capture command posts, this is such a great unit for those type of situations because you're in close quarters combat, and that Azabi has that shotgun, and that shotgun is so devastating. And another thing that the Azabi has that is really useful is that axe. If you throw that axe into someone that's like in their G maneuver and you stun them, like they're wide open. You know, they're wide open. They're stunned. You have the shotgun. You're in close range. Boom, pop them. That's the end of the story. Love that. I love that suit. I love the way it looks. Actually, I don't have a full-size Azabi Gunpla. I only have the SD version. But still, one day I do want to get an actual Gunpla of the Azabi. It's just, you know, right now it's not on my main priority list. But still, I love this suit in the video game. And it's one that I'm always going to remember having a great time with. Number 4. Number 4 is the GM. Yeah, it's just the general suit. I like the suit because, like, while yes it is very plain, it's again one of those ones that has a really good defense. Like that shield, again, it's kind of like how the Azabi has its shield. This one has a shield. It can take a lot of damage. It's really good at distracting the enemies, and it has these flame grenades that you can use. And if you toss those flame grenades down and you detonate them, then again, it's just distracting. It will make enemies clear out of certain areas so they don't keep setting on fire. It's a great suit for crowd control. It's a great suit for just distracting people and getting them away from the objectives. Like, if you throw that on someone who's, like, defusing a bomb or something in-game, sometimes they will just stop defusing the bomb because they'll get worried about, you know, blowing up. Or something that can also happen is that they'll keep trying to disarm it, and while they're burning, you can also still be shooting them with your pistol as well, and you'll most likely pop them before they get a chance to defuse the bomb. So that is a very useful item, and I really I love playing as the GM. It's a really fun unit, actually, and it has some of the best paint jobs out of all of the units in the game as well. I feel like there's probably not a single paint job that looks bad on the GM. So yeah, I definitely had to put that one on there. I like it quite a bit. Number 3, the Barbados. The Barbados took some time for me to get used to, but once I got used to it, I did really like playing as the Barbados. It's great for taking out a lot of people at once. Using your stun ability, stunning a bunch of people around you, and then just swinging that gigantic mace around and knocking the crap out of your enemies is phenomenal. And it's another one of those suits that has a lot of great camouflages as well. This is a sharp-looking suit also. Even though I'm not a big fan of the anime, I tried to watch the anime, it just wasn't for me. I still like this suit a lot. And I love playing as the suit, and I have had so much fun just being an absolute melee, you know, damage output machine with this suit. It really is great. And the nice thing about it is that it's great in any type of game mode. It's great on offense, and it is great on defense. It is a very well-rounded unit if you know how to use it well. And also, it can also be one of the most annoying units, because there's some people that, like, will hit you, and then they'll just run away after, like, they hit you once. And those people are annoying. If you do that, stop that. Well, I guess I might as well not tell you to stop that, because, you know, you got a week left to play the game anyway, so I guess keep doing that for the last week of this game if you really want to. It doesn't really make a difference at this point. Number 2, I have to go with the Ashir. The Ashir, when I got back into Gundam, the first Gunpla I actually picked up was at Comic-Con, and it was the Ashir suit. And then it just so happened to be in Gundam Evolution as well, and it happens to be phenomenal. It's one of the suits that transforms, and it has a flying mode, and the flying mode is great for getting where you need to get to very quickly. It's great for escaping bad situations, and it has a very, very nice weapon. You can't aim down the sights with this, but there's really no need to aim down the sights as the Ashir, because its weapon is so accurate anyway. It's kind of like playing Halo and using the battle rifle. You know, you get this like burst rifle, and it does a lot of damage, especially if you're hitting headshots. It does a lot of damage, and it can take out enemies very, very quickly. And another thing, this one also has flame grenades. Similar to the GM's flame grenades, the one with the GM you have to actually manually detonate. This one explodes on impact with the Ashir. So I think that these ones are the grenades that the Ashir has are actually better, and again, they will wipe out health so quick. And if you can hit someone with that, or you can hit a crowd with that, and then you start, you know, spraying in with your actual just like your 3-round burst rifle, you start spraying in, you start knocking everyone out. You can do a lot of damage. You can do very well with crowd control, and this is another one of those units that's great on offense or defense. So I love the Ashir. Fantastic unit, and yeah, there's some nostalgia there. I'm a little bit biased because it's the first Gunpla I bought since getting back into Gunpla, so yeah, I'm a little biased, but still, I like this suit a lot. And last, but certainly not least, my favorite Gunpla in Gundam Evolution, my favorite Gundam in Gundam Evolution, is the Turn A Gundam. I love the Turn A Gundam. First of all, there's just not a suit that looks like it. It has a very distinct look to it. I love the way it looks. It has this Victorian look to it. And the actual, like, the main reason I have to pick this is because when I first got into Gundam Evolution, this was the unit I used the most. It was very simple to learn. It was very simple to use. It has a very powerful G maneuver. Basically, if you get it powered up all the way, you have this, like moth mode, and you can basically fly around, and you will drop, I don't know what exactly, you're doing something when you're flying in the air. You're basically damaging all the opponents underneath you. I haven't watched the anime all the way through yet. I've only seen the first few episodes. But yeah, you have that mode, that G maneuver, and you can just fly over the enemies, and you'll literally damage any enemy that's underneath you, and it does a ton of damage. And I love its rifle, because its rifle, it's not very powerful if you're just shooting it from the hip, but when you aim down the sights on this one, it charges up, and then it becomes very, very deadly, and it becomes very useful very quickly. I love the Turn A Gundam. This is probably the one I'm most nostalgic for, because this is the one I started playing Gundam Evolution with, so it has to be number one on my list. I mean, when I saw the Turn A Gundam, first of all, I already owned the anime, and I hadn't watched the anime before playing this game, but I had already owned the anime before playing the game, and I still need to watch the rest of the way through it. So I was at least familiar with this suit going into it, but there was also the fact that, like, I played as the suit, I really love the suit, and I love the suit so much, and I got so connected with it, I actually went and got the actual Gunpla model and built the Gunpla model and everything. Like, this is one of the suits I got the most connected with, and it's one of the suits that I absolutely will look back on super fondly whenever I think about this game. I'll always remember my time using the suit. I'll always remember all the memories of starting off this game and using this and just figuring out, hey, this is finally the suit that I am best with. This is the one I'm actually the best with, and that's cool because this is my favorite looking suit out of all of them. So yeah, Turn A Gundam, that's my number one out of all of the Gundams and all of the mobile suits in Gundam Evolution. There's a lot of amazing suits in this game, but that's my top 5 favorite. I think that you couldn't really go wrong with really any of them, except for the Susanoo. If you pick that, then, screw you. But any of the ones besides that one, I don't think you can go wrong. But thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe button down below, and I will talk to you in the next one. You have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.